Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we're here to talk to Hemisphere. If you're not familiar, Hemisphere is one of the providers of 2D and 3D solutions for contractors, and they were recently acquired by CNH. Here to talk with us today is Miles to tell us a bit about what that means for Hemisphere and CNH as we move into the future. Well, Miles, I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming and speaking with us today.
No, thank you, Brian. It's really, it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk with you again.
Yeah, absolutely. So for a lot of people out there, Hemisphere might not be a name that they just know right off the bat. You want to give us just a quick overview of what Hemisphere does and what they offer?
Okay, yeah. Hemisphere, we are a GNSS positioning technology company. We've been building GNSS, precision GNSS technology, things like survey rovers and machine control products. We've been building this technology for more than 30 years. We have our positioning technology integrated into a lot of really large brands over the years where they take our technology embedded into their solutions, whether these are construction vehicles, marine vehicles, land-based vehicles. We support solutions for like autonomous and semi-autonomous technology as well. And we've been longstanding in agriculture and marine. But most recently, we've moved into the construction segment, with our positioning technology, bundling it up with software, application software, and try to solve some problems and provide some opportunities for a bigger segment of the construction audience that's coming into using machine control and precision guidance technology.
Yeah. So being recently acquired by CNH, a lot of times there's a lot of shakeup, there's a lot of mix-up. What does that mean for the future of Hemisphere?
Actually, it means a lot. It's been really positive. CNH, their acquisition of Hemisphere was largely driven by their desire to control their destiny when it comes to precision technology, both in construction and in agriculture. So they are highly committed to owning and developing and growing a technology stack to solve the problems and provide the solutions that the customers who purchase their iron want and need. So from integration and kind of bringing all of the pieces together, it's been really positive. It's been very smooth. We've gone through a learning period of, us learning how things operate and how things go in CNH and KCE and what they need. And we've been educating the KCE and CNH teams on the technology and how it can be, used, adapted, leveraged to build solutions. But so far it's been very positive, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and a lot of our audience is very excited, to see the growth that Hemisphere has already had so far, but see us now, integrated into a larger entity. And they're kind of like, sitting, waiting, excited to see like, okay, wow, what's going to be the next chapter? What's going to come? What's coming down the pipeline next?
Yeah. So kind of addressing maybe some of the knee-jerk reactions to something like this. Two questions really for you. Is the first, as a non-CNH customer, if I've got another piece of equipment, is that going to limit my ability to get a hold of Hemisphere products? And then also, if I'm an existing Hemisphere customer in this acquisition, is that going to impact anything that I have going on with Hemisphere currently?
So for your first question, no, it will not impact your ability to have access. Hemisphere, we still continue, like I say, our initial mission of selling and building machine control and construction solutions for aftermarket to solve problems and provide solutions for like excavators and dozers and so forth. That mission continues on with the same target audience, the same objectives. Those customers, none of those avenues or doors are shut. I mean, as far as the impact to our ecosystem, our existing ecosystem, our channel, our partners, our dealers, all of our Hemisphere dealers are still active promoting and selling our solutions. And we're actually growing that network now that we're integrated as part of KCE/CNH.
So now flipping over to the other side of that, what does this integration look like on the CNH side? What is the actual implementation of this coming together going to look like for a front-end user?
So recently at Equip Expo, we launched a 2D excavator solution to the KCE and the New Holland, because the New Holland brand is part of our family.
Yep.
We launched a 2D excavator solution. It's 100% based on all Hemisphere technology. So our positioning and sensor technology, our application software. And this is the first step to where we're bringing our audience, a technology and a solution that they've been looking for, that they've been requesting. So it's a first step. 2D solutions, as you know, they have a lot of pretty versatile. They have a lot of applications, especially focusing on those mid-size and small machine and contractors, to where we can bring that added efficiency of giving them, machine guidance on projects, to where machine hits the ground, they set up their projects, whether it be just a simple 2D project. They can cut that basement. They can do that work. And then the beauty of it is that the solution that we launched at Equip Expo, we actually spent quite a bit of time talking to a lot of the Case and New Holland users to understand, hey, what are you looking for? What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you need? What don't you need? And we actually made some adjustments to the software application, feature wise, some of the actual menu flows and how you use it to really make it, make it really, really attractive to that audience. And in essence, it actually even improved the product that we sell as our regular aftermarket solution. So it really gave them that first chance where it was an opportunity where they're a technology owner. So, hey, here's what we would love to see from the technology. We bring the engineers and all the folks, the developers in the room. We make it happen. We come out the room. Hey, that solution that you requested, here it is. And the reception was really positive. So we're excited about where we're headed there, and we'll continue to do that and take that approach as we move forward with more machine platforms and more solutions.
That segues me really well into my next question. So the landscape of the machine control space using the 3D and 2D technology has changed dramatically, I would say, within even the last 5 years.
Yes.
We're starting to get a lot more of the smaller contractors there that are getting access to this sort of stuff, and they're starting to get their feet wet pretty well. So my question to you is, I know the ideal customer is everyone in the market, but when you think about the ideal customer for Hemisphere and that ecosystem, what is Hemisphere's really ideal customer?
So the ideal customer for us and our vision has always been exactly what you touched on. That new to the technology space customer, that customer that is very cost conscious, especially now because of competition for, bidding the jobs and winning the opportunities and, the demand
It's a race
for
to the bottom, baby.
It's a race to the bottom. But that audience, that's still our target audience. And now that we've got the ability, in Hemisphere, we've always had the ability to kind of package up and build these solutions to where we can make that entry point very accessible. Combine that with the customer base and the audience that we have through KCE and New Holland, it's a really good fit. So we're really excited about that because we believe that is truly the portion of the customer segment that can substantially benefit from making the investment into the technology, and they can see that return very rapidly. So our like I said before, our mission and our mandate and our focus is still the same. And it's just now we're just with our new ownership, we're just attacking it in a much wider lane.
Yeah. And that's one of the first things that came to mind when I heard about CNH acquiring you guys was what a great pairing that was because, I sold Case equipment for about 2.5 years, and it was pretty clear to me that Case serves the whole market, but there's this real, cult following of the Case brand that are these owner operators, the smaller contractors. And largely those are the ones that have been ignored by a lot of the other solution providers of this 3D and 2D technology. And so for you guys to come along with this, it's easy to understand, it's easy to attain, and you're coupling with a company that's providing the equipment to these small owner operators. That just seems like a good marriage. So I guess my final question for you is, what are some of the features of the Hemisphere ecosystem that kind of make this a little easier to get into? What are some of the things that these contractors are going to really like about your ecosystem?
Again, we start out at the top where we offer a very competitively priced solution to the scale of and this size of customers. Our 2D solution that we introduced, it is very simple to use. Operators can get into it. You can actually, even before you get to the operator, we've streamlined the calibration and installation process so you don't require any specialized tools to actually deploy. It's like an example of an excavator solution. You don't require any specialized tools to deploy it. Everything you need, you either already have, or you can go right down the road to your Home Depot, your home improvement, your Lowe's, your home improvement store. We're talking about a level, plumb bob, tape measure, stuff these guys already have. So you can get
You don't
the
need
system.
a fancy laser pointer that screws into this one little device.
No. And that was always our mission, and we wanted to make it very easy, very approachable, not intimidating at all. So any size operation, the mechanics and the maintenance staff that they have on hand, they can easily deploy these systems and get them going. You can typically get a system installed in about 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
with us, a 2D system. A 3D system is a little more, a few more steps, but again, you can have a 3D system up and running, same day, started in the morning, it's running in late afternoon. So,
Yeah.
That's a big component of it. And then we've built the solutions where, for example, like what we're doing with the 2D solution that we're offering and promoting now, all the components, core components, when you buy the 2D solution for the excavator, sensors, display, software, you have it. Once you install that, if you later decide to say, hey, you know what, I've gotten pretty good with this 2D solution, I want to venture into maybe using a system that's required for a 3D solution, using digital models, site surveys. We have a 3D upgrade kit where you add the GNSS positioning hardware, you plug it in, you get an unlock code for us, and now your 2D solution is a 3D solution. So you don't have to tear a machine down, swap out components, trade something in.
That's great.
So that growth path, again,
it's already built in.
It's already built in. So, and again, trying to provide that opportunity for these customers to maximize that initial investment and get them out of the box, hitting the ground running, working, going to work, and reaping the benefits, of leveraging the technology. So that's truly the focus, and that's the mission. And like to your point, we believe, and after now having, direct access and a front row seat to the KCE family of customers, we really believe that customer loyalty and that following that they have built over so many years of just providing a very quality, iron products to their customer base, marrying that up with our approach and our solutions and our approach to delivering the technology, it goes together very well.
Well, that's exciting. I really appreciate your time on this, and I am looking forward to seeing what you got to offer at the booth at CONEXPO this year.
Yeah, we're excited. We've got some really exciting stuff, not only for, what we're doing here for like the aftermarket, but it'll be some very exciting things to see as far as the future, the path forward of how a lot of these technology components actually get integrated into the iron equipment coming directly from the factory. Because we know that as the customers evolve and their iron needs evolve, what the standard definition of what's in your machine from the factory has evolved quite a bit. So we've got some pretty cool stuff to show the world at ConExpo, how this technology is going to continue to evolve and integrate into the factory solutions as well. So looking forward to talking and showing it to you guys.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, we'll see you in Vegas.
All right. Looking forward.
Well, thank you again for Miles coming on the show to talk about the future and the relationship of Hemisphere and KCE. As always, I hope this has been helpful. We'll catch you on the next episode.